Welcome to NFL Nexus. We are talking about the future today, specifically the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, a team that seems to be in a perpetual Super Bowl window. But here's the thing about dynasties, they don't last forever by just standing still. Nope, they last by making the right moves years in advance. And in 2026, the Chiefs are projected to have a top draft pick that puts them at a really critical crossroads. And trust me, this isn't just about adding another talented player. The decision they make with this one single pick, it could reveal everything about their strategy to keep Patrick Mahomes on top for another decade. It's a choice that is going to define the next era of this football dynasty. So what is that choice, really? Well, the whole thing kind of boils down to this question right here. Do you draft a successor, a specific player handpicked to fill the shoes of a legend who's on his way out? Or do you draft a philosophy? Do you commit to an idea of what a Kansas City Chief should be no matter what position they play? I mean, think about that. It's a huge choice that pits cold, hard logic right up against the very identity the team has built. One path is about replacing a person. The other is about reinforcing a principle. Okay, let's break down exactly what that means for the team in red. All right, so path number one, and this is definitely the most talked about path, is to find the heir to the throne. And let's be honest, there's no bigger throne in Kansas City right now than the one that belongs to Travis Kelce. We're not just talking about a great tight end here, we're talking about a future first ballot Hall of Famer. He's one half of the most lethal quarterback tight end connection the league has ever seen. I mean, replacing his production is one thing, but replacing his football IQ, his leadership, and that almost telepathic chemistry he has with Mahomes, whew, that is a monumental task, and you better believe the front office knows that clock is ticking. Now, listen, this isn't just some fan speculation or sports talk radio chatter. The idea of drafting Kelce's replacement high in the draft, it just got a major dose of credibility from one of the most connected insiders in the sport, ESPN's Adam Schefter. This is a guy who doesn't just throw ideas against the wall to see what sticks. When Schefter brings up a specific team-player connection, it's often because he's hearing whispers from inside league circles. And he's already put this specific idea out there, linking the Chiefs to the best tight end in the 2026 draft class. And believe me, when Schefter speaks, general managers and front offices all around the league, they listen. And the way Schefter frames this is perfect. He's not reporting it like it's a done deal. He's posing the exact question that the Chiefs' front office is almost certainly asking itself behind closed doors. Even with Kelce still on the team in this scenario, could they really pass up on a talent like Kenyon Sadiq? I mean, just imagine a player with elite speed, modern receiving skills, and the frame to be a dominant force for years to come. It creates that classic best player available debate. It's the kind of decision that can make a GM look like a hero or a GOAT. Passing on a potential superstar at a position of future need is a gamble that can haunt a franchise for years. This choice creates a truly compelling tension. On one side, the logic is it's undeniable. You secure a vital position for the next decade. You give Patrick Mahomes another elite weapon to play with. And maybe most importantly, you allow the young tight end to learn from the master himself for a full season. An apprenticeship under Travis Kelce? Come on, that's an invaluable experience you just can't get anywhere else. But then you flip that coin over, and you have to consider the immediate reality. With Kelce still playing at a high level, is using a premium top 10 pick on a guy who won't be a full-time starter in week 1 the smartest use of that asset? What if the offensive line needs a cornerstone left tackle, or the defense desperately needs a lockdown corner? That pick could be the difference between winning and losing a Super Bowl that very season. And that question right there, the one about maximizing your assets, that forces us to think beyond just one player. We have to consider the larger team-building philosophy at play in Kansas City. Because for General Manager Brett Veach and his staff, drafting isn't always about just plugging a hole on the depth chart. Oh no, it's about something more. And for the Chiefs, that philosophy, it has a name. This is where we pivot to the second path. And this path is less about a position and more about a mindset. It's called the all-juice team, a concept that is deeply, deeply rooted in the Chiefs' culture. This isn't some corporate front office buzzword, okay? It's a heartfelt tribute. It's a philosophy that was created to honor the beloved and deeply respected late sports writer Terez Paylor. Paylor was an absolute fixture in Kansas City sports journalism, known for his incredible work ethic and his unique insight into what really makes a football player great, beyond the stat sheet. His all-juice team was his annual list of players who embodied that spirit, and the Chiefs have adopted it as their own. So what is juice? Well, the idea is simple, but man, is it powerful. It's a search for players who have a special kind of energy. We're talking about explosive athleticism, the kind that makes you rewind the tape. We're talking about a relentless, nonstop motor that shows up on the first snap and the very last. And we're talking about an infectious attitude, a love for the game that just elevates everyone in that locker room. These are the traits that don't always show up in a box score or 40-yard dash time, but they absolutely show up on 3rd and long in the 4th quarter of a playoff game. It's the search for impact over resume. And if you want to see just how ingrained this philosophy is, look right here. When general manager Brett Veach sits in the war room on draft day wearing an all-juice hoodie for the whole world to see, that is so much more than a tribute. It's a statement of intent. It's a flashing billboard that tells the entire league what he values. This isn't just theory, it's practice. You see it in the players they've drafted. Think about a guy like George Karlaftis, whose motor was his calling card coming out of Purdue. Or Trent McDuffie, a cornerback who plays with a fiery passion and explosive closing speed. Veach isn't just wearing a hoodie. He's showing you his draft board, his history, and his vision for the future of the team. So, if the Chiefs decide to prioritize this philosophy over a specific position, who are the players in the 2026 draft that just scream all juice? Who are the guys who pop off the screen with those unteachable traits? Let's take a look at 3 prospects who are practically tailor-made for what Brett Veach is looking for. First up, we've got Monroe Freeling, an offensive tackle from Georgia. Look, when your franchise quarterback is Patrick Mahomes, protecting him is priority number 1, 2, and 3. A tackle with juice isn't just a guy who can block. He's an athlete. Freeling, at a massive 6'7", 315 pounds, moves with a shocking grace and quickness. He has that effortless kick slide to mirror elite pass rushers off the edge. But the juice is also about attitude. He's a mauler in the run game, a guy who looks to finish his blocks and put defenders on their backs. That kind of physical dominance and raw athleticism is pure, undiluted juice. Okay, next, let's shift to the defensive side of the ball with Penn State edge rusher Danny Dennis-Sutton. For a defensive coordinator like Steve Spagnuolo, who just loves to be aggressive and creative, a player like this is an absolute dream. Dennis-Sutton's brand of juice is his motor. It just never stops. He is absolutely relentless in his pursuit of the quarterback. Offensive tackles get tired, but he doesn't. He's just as energetic in the fourth quarter as he is in the first. And when you combine that sheer tenacity with an already advanced toolkit of pass rushing moves, you get a player who doesn't just fit the all-juice philosophy, he defines it. And finally, we have a player whose juice is the most obvious and electrifying kind you can find. Pure, unadulterated speed. Wide receiver Brennan Thompson. Now, yes, you look at his size and he's undersized. But then you look at the stopwatch, a blazing 4.26 in the 40-yard dash. That's world-class speed that literally changes the geometry of the football field. But it's more than just straight-line speed. It's his ability to change direction on a dime without losing a step. In the hands of an offensive genius like Andy Reid, who knows how to weaponize speed better than anyone, a player like Thompson becomes a nightmare. Just imagine him on jet sweeps, bubble screens, deep posts. It's a terrifying thought for opposing defensive coordinators. So after looking at both sides, this all brings us right back to that central conflict, that fundamental choice. The Chiefs are going to be on the clock, and they'll have 2 completely different but equally valid approaches staring them right in the face. It's a decision that goes so far beyond a single player and speaks to the very soul of the franchise. So here it is, the choice lead bearer. Path 1 is the heir apparent. It's the logical, forward-thinking move. You identify the eventual departure of a legend, and you secure the future of that vital position with a blue-chip prospect like Kenyon Sadiq. It's a move based on continuity. Path 2 is the juice infusion. Now this is a bet on your culture and your scouting. You trust your philosophy, and you draft the player with the most game-changing traits, be it the athletic tackle, the high-motor edge rusher, or the lightning-fast receiver, and you trust your coaches to maximize that talent. It's a move based on evolution. So the ultimate question the Chiefs have to answer is this. On that crucial draft day, what matters more? A key position or your core identity? A top draft pick is never just about filling a spot on a roster. It's a declaration of who you are as a franchise and who you want to become for the next chapter. A single, specific player versus a core guiding belief. The path they choose is going to define the next era of Chiefs football. So what do you think they should do? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, do us a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe to NFL Nexus for more deep dives all season long. Also, a quick note, if you're looking for something fun for the football fans in your family, be sure to check out our coloring books. They're perfect for kids, grandkids, and even adults. You can find them using the link in the description or by scanning the QR code on your screen right now. Thanks so much for watching.